Building a $20 billion mall can result in a pretty impressive shopping experience, including an indoor village and one of the world's best aquariums. Laws are pretty convenient all around the world, but there's no way they're as interesting as the Dubai Mall, which features everything go-karting, and we are allowed to reel dinosaur bones. Over 1,200 stores and 120 restaurants and cafes. Dubai Mall is the second largest on the planet and features high-end fashion, some of the cheapest gold in the world, and even aircraft. After an amusement park rides two beams of the Burj Khalifa, here's what it's like shopping in paradise. Located in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, the Dubai Mall is one of the most impressive shopping centers in the entire world. And that might be because there is plenty to do there that has nothing to do with shopping, like hitting up the aquarium or even an amusement park. The mall is part of a $20 billion downtown complex developed by Emaar Properties. Construction began in 2004 and the mall finally opened on the 4th of November 2008. It was the world's second largest mall opening ever, with about 1,000 retailers setting up shop. Now the mall has more than 1,200 stores and 120 cafes and restaurants, with a total retail floor area of 500 square meters, 5.4 million square feet, and 1.2 million square meters, 13 million square feet total size. The Dubai Mall is still one of the world's largest and most profitable commercial buildings. In January 2017, Forbes even recognized Dubai Mall as one of the top shopping malls Dubai, and there is a lot of competition. The mall also has something else going for it besides size. Location: it's located right beside the world famous Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, which costs $1.5 billion and was also built by Emaar Properties, and the iconic $218 million Dubai Fountain, the world's largest choreographed fountain at the mall, also sits on the edge of a 30-acre man-made lake. The giant Apple store nearby boasts the best spot to get a view of the lake, the mall, and the Burj Khalifa. But you'll have to wait in a long line to get a peek, despite finishing construction more than a decade ago. Visitors: by 2014 there were over 80 million visitors annually, and it has continued to pull even higher numbers since the mall's number of yearly visitors are past even some of the biggest tourist attractions like X Squared 50 million and Central Park at 38 million. Before we get to all the out-of-this-world entertainment offered by the mall, we've got to have a look at the stores. The Dubai Mall has sections where similar stores are grouped together. The most luxurious section is Fashion Avenue, which opened in 2018 and is meant to look like you're shopping in New York City. The high fashion section of the mall: Valentino, Gucci, Chanel, Hermes, Cartier, and many more. This glamorous expansion has white marble floors and walls as well as sparkling chandeliers. The average consumer has these stores can easily spend $5,000 per visit and only walk out with a couple of items. Despite catering to only the wealthy, stores like Burberry have seen a steady increase in profit, with their gross revenue increasing from approximately $1 billion to $2.5 billion in the last decade. The shoppers who can't afford the luxury can always window shop, since these stores often set up extravagant displays. It's another section of the Dubai Mall that you can't miss is the Souk. This is where the Arab culture is really put on display. There are about 200 small stores that offer Arab clothing brands, jewelry, accessories, and tons of unique handmade items and crafts. But the most gorgeous section of the mall is probably the village. This part of the mall is a mini neighborhood that attempts to capture the atmosphere of the street and transport it right into the middle of the shopping center. The casual clothing stores here have stone exteriors, and the street is lined with cafes and 120 different jewelers who sell gold up to 18 carats. Dubai has a very popular gold market that ends up being about 15% cheaper than elsewhere in the world. 1 gram of 18 karat gold costs about US $48, which is similar to the US price, but the difference is that the jeweler doesn't have to pay import taxes on their gold. A quick stop for a gold souvenir is one of the mall's most popular tourist attractions. There might be tons of shopping options, but not everyone who visits the Dubai Mall is there for the stores of all its many activities. The most famous one is the Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo, which sold an impressive 61,000 tickets at almost $40 a piece on its first 5 days after opening day. Aquarium, located on the second floor of the mall, showcases more than 300 species of marine animals, including sharks and stingrays. It's complete with a 270-degree tunnel for an immersive walk through the deep sea. It also has the world's largest aquarium viewing panel and a 2.65 million gallon tank. Even without paying entry, you can take in one of their giant tanks and catch. About their business: for guests who want to catch a show, the mall also has a real cinema with 22 screens, or you can check out the Dubai Opera. Those who want to spend their time a little more actively can check out the Olympic-sized Dubai ice-rink, where you can rent the skates to spend a few hours gliding around the rink or catch the Emirates Italki League in a game. The mall also features a go-karting experience called the Cars the Meal, where you can drive electric go-kart around a challenging course. There's also the Emirates A380 experience, an A380 aircraft simulator that lets you control the world's largest passenger aircraft around real cities and landmarks. A trainer will help you learn the ropes of flying your own simulated aircraft, and before you know it, you'll be taking off and landing like a pro. Seriously, is there anything that small doesn't have? Well, there is one part of the mall that was drastically changed in 2017, and that's the amusement park. Originally the 76,000 square foot 7,060 square meter indoor amusement park had 15 rides and an array of activities like motion simulators and classic carnival games. The park also had a laser maze as well as some bumper cars and a soft play. It was licensed by Sega, but when that licensing ran out, they had to make some changes in 2018 and reopened as a virtual reality theme park called VR Park Dubai, featuring all kinds of games with dikes, planes, cars, mazes, you name it. There are a few other games located around the mall for you to partake in. There's Hysteria, a haunted house with terrifying special effects. The story of the house revolves around a family whose child disappeared and they think you're the one behind it. Whatever guests brave the house are subjected to a terrifying experience of the hands of these angry relatives if haunted. Aren't your speed. Then there's also Kidsania, an interactive children's entertainment and educational theme park. No judgment if you prefer the kids zone. There's also a lot of ambience around them all to enjoy a more laid-back fashion. There's gorgeous rainforest cafe that faces the aquarium and has tropical ruins and light showers. There's also the Dubai Creek Tower, which is a mega replica of a real observation tower that is currently under construction in Dubai, and when complete it will be the tallest tower in the world at 828 meters, 2,717 feet tall. If you're a fan of this replica, you'll probably love the real Diplodocus dinosaur fossil also featured in the mall called the Dubai Dino. This long-necked specimen comes from Wyoming and is 7 meters 23 feet tall, 24 meters 78.7 feet long, and over 155 million years old. Family vacations to the mall are obviously popular, so of course the mall has some fine accommodations for tourists and guests who want to stay close by. There's a 250 real luxury hotel, and it's also located right beside other high-end accommodations like the luxurious address Skyview. And let's end our trip to the mall with a bite to eat. The only problem will be choosing where. For casual and affordable dining, there are several food courts scattered across them all that feature huge food chains like McDonald's, Wendy's, KFC, Fatburger and Burger King, just to name a few. But the mall also offers tons of different cuisine from Middle Eastern and Italian to British, French and Japanese. Some of the most popular choices are the Magnolia Bakery, where you can get an entire cake expertly decorated for about $85, and Mighty Quinn's Barbecue, famous for its brisket. Both are high-end restaurants based in New York. The mall also features a location of the Serial Killer Cafe, a hipster London cafe where breakfast is literally a dream. For more luxurious dining with the view, the favorites are Logma and Walnut Grove. Logma serves up delicious Arabic cuisine, while Walnut Grove features classic breakfast and burgers. The Parisian breakfast is a popular choice, as well as the delectable macarons for dessert. After a long day walking around the world's second biggest mall, a pit stop where you can take in the incredible buildings all around you and try world-class restaurants is definitely well deserved. Which section of the Dubai Mall would you visit first? Do you think the mega mall deserves all this hype? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Mr. Rich for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.